Breaking news, guys. 2017 pickup truck sales for United States are in. Just came out this morning.
That's right. We have full-size and mid-size trucks for you.
Yep, and a lot of big stories. You might be thinking, okay, Ford F-Series has probably ran away with it. They sold the most trucks. Well, it's not that simple, actually.
No, when we're talking about combined sales, it's very different.
Yes, but let's just talk about F-Series right off the bat, because in 2017, we have 12 months of sales here. They almost reached 900,000 units, but not really.
Nope. 896,764 trucks.
But the big number here is 9.3% growth when you compare it to 2016. So Ford actually grew their F-Series sales, even though there's a lot of controversy. People are still not sure about aluminum. Some of them are complaining, but Ford is really offering the choice, and people are buying the trucks.
Now keep in mind, when we say F-Series trucks, we're not just talking about the F-150.
No, this is F-250, F-350, and maybe some F-450 sprinkled in there as well, because those are consumer trucks. We're talking about consumer vehicles.
That's exactly what these are. These are consumer trucks, and so the larger fleet sales and whatnot,
or medium duty semi trucks are not counted here.
That is correct.
But GM, how's GM doing?
Well, the Chevy Silverado sold 585,864 trucks at a 1.9% increase. But remember, that's not just Chevy Silverado, that's also GMC Sierra, and they sold 217,943 trucks at a negative 1.7% loss.
Yeah, so GMC is actually losing a little bit when you're comparing, year to year, 2017 to 2016. GMC is going down just a little bit.
Yeah.
And that's also true for the midsize trucks, and we'll talk about it in a second.
Yep.
But when you talk about purely full-size trucks, half tons, heavy duties,
right,
Ford is number one with the F-Series. Even when you combine GMC and Chevrolet together, they don't quite reach that 896,000 number. But story changes when you're going to mid-sizers. But before we go there, we need to mention how the Tundra and the Titan did.
Yeah, and also the Ram.
Yeah, the Ram.
Yeah,
Oopsie.
Because the Ram is third on the full-size consumer trucks for year-to-date 2017. They sold 500,723 trucks for a 2% increase. Now, bear in mind, the Ram is one of the oldest trucks on this list, and yet they have increased 2%.
Yeah, so they're doing really well, and 500,000 trucks, that's nothing to sneeze at.
No, not at all.
That's a good round number. Of course, they also don't have any mid-size trucks for sale.
That's correct.
So this is purely full-size trucks. And then the Tundra sold 116,285, which is a small increase of 0.7%. So the Tundra is still, it's an old truck as well.
It's a very old truck.
It's been refreshed, obviously.
Still relevant, in this type of sales bracket. Now, here's a truck that has recently been completely redone, and sales are on fire by comparison. That's the Nissan Titan. 52,924 Titans were sold in 2017. That is a 141.9% increase.
Huge increase, but you have to remember that in 2016, the old truck was just waning down.
Right.
And the new truck wasn't even actually ramped up yet quite a bit. So 52,000 doesn't sound like a lot. When you're talking about 500,000 or almost 900,000 units. But they're growing their sales, and that's important. More and more Titans are actually, Nissan says that they are kind of offering more choice and more dealerships. So when you go in there, you have more trucks to pick from.
That's right. And remember, this is covering the regular Titan and the Titan HD. All right, now let's downsize a little bit to mid-size trucks.
Yes.
And who do you think the leader is for 2017?
No big surprise, Toyota Tacoma.
That is correct. 198,124 trucks. That's a 3.4% increase, which isn't quite as much as I expected, but it's not that far below expectations.
Yeah, almost 200,000 units. And I'm a little surprised because there's so much competition now. GM, Chevy Colorado, and GMC Canyon are coming on strong. Frontier is still in the mix. So let's talk about the Colorado. So 112,996 Colorados were sold. So nowhere near the 200,000 mark.
No,
but still an increase.
Yeah, 3.9% increase. So their increase is still measurably more than the Toyota Tacoma. Now let's go to one that is actually kind of freaking both of us out, and that's the Nissan Frontier. They sold 74,360 trucks in 2017.
Almost 75,000?
Dude, this truck has been around for a long time. I don't know too many people who even remember the first Frontier when it came out. So,
Well, we remember, okay, but we're joking.
the point is that despite its age, and it's really, really old, the fact is that, yes, it's down 14.5% from the year before, but they still sold 74,360 trucks.
Well, a lot of manufacturers, I mean, that's a good number. That's nothing to sneeze at.
Yeah, considering how cheap it is to build these things, too.
Yeah,
right
and
now.
we had the final Frontier, our base little Nissan Frontier truck as
Yeah.
a long-term tester. And that was a good truck still. I mean, it was affordable. It was fairly economical to run.
Very, I thought.
And still usable.
Yeah.
You can put a lot in the back of it. So Ridgeline is on this list. I know a lot of you guys are probably saying, Ridgeline is not a really truck, but it has a pickup truck bed.
Yes, it does, and it does compete in this class because it is cross-shopped with other mid-sized trucks. And the Ridgeline sold 34,794 trucks in 2017. That's a 46.8% increase.
Yeah, and finally, the GMC Canyon is not doing so well. It sold 32,000 units. It's last on this list
Right.
of midsizers, and it decreased 14.3%. So GMC is struggling a little bit here.
A little bit, but consider the fact that the Chevy Colorado has had more updates, especially with the ZR2, and thus is a little bit more popular to a larger spread of people. Now, let's take the totals of both the midsize and the full-size consumer trucks and mash them together and give you a grand total of who is leading who led for 2017, and it's not what you think.
No, it's General Motors on top for United States.
That's
and
right.
When you combine their midsize trucks, their full-size trucks, total number is 948,909 trucks, almost 950,000.
Right.
They're pushing the million number.
They are, and bear in mind that some of these trucks are still based on the older Silverado platform and whatnot, so they've managed to go up in terms of overall sales above Ford.
Yeah, Ford, once again, we said just under 900,000 units. Then number 3 is Ram, of course, with 500,000 trucks. Then Toyota with 314,000 approximately.
Right.
Finally, Nissan.
Well, Nissan's at 127,248 trucks for 2017, but Honda's on this list as well. Once again, the same number, 32,749 trucks.
Yeah, so that was the big news, I think, in my mind, is that, GM, overall was on top.
Yep.
Ford improved dramatically in their F-Series sales.
Right.
And still, as far as full-size trucks, they're leading that space. But here's the big number that I wanted to bring up at the end.
Okay.
Total, when you combine all manufacturers together for everything, the final number for the year is 2,822,802 trucks.
That is a lot.
That's pushing 3 million.
Yep.
So what's going to happen in this year in 2018?
Well, there are a couple things we can tell you for sure. We know for a fact that within the next 12 to 18 months, we're going to see the Ford Ranger and possibly even see the Jeep, what do they call it, Scrambler.
Wrangler pickup truck.
Yeah, I think it was called the Scrambler, but I'm not 100%
that's
sure.
not officially confirmed by Jeep, but all the forums are saying Scrambler.
Right. So those are both considered mid-sized trucks, and that is going to hit this dead on with all of the other trucks, and that will increase overall numbers, and it's obviously going to increase mid-sized truck sales.
Also, Ford F-150 diesel, the
Oh, yeah.
power stroke engine, V6 is going into F-150. That should increase the F-Series sales by some number.
Oh, yeah.
And then, of course, all new Silverado,
All new.
2019, all new Ram 1500.
All new.
Can we hit 3 million next year?
Possibly. Now, keep in mind that a lot of these trucks are going to debut at the 2018 North American International Auto Show, the Detroit Auto Show, which we are covering in force.
Yes, and that's only, 12 days away. So we're going to be very busy.
Yeah.
And so please come back to TFL Truck YouTube channel, also TFL Car YouTube channel.
And TFL Now, because we're going to be doing some broadcasts from the event.
Yes, this channel. And please subscribe if you want to see more videos. Of course, we love subscriptions.
Yes, we do. And also comment below and let us know what you think of these numbers.
And also, if you're wondering what's behind us, that's our most recent project truck, which is a 2003 Hummer H2. I call him Frank.
Yeah, I call him Bummer.
Because Frankenstein, Frank, I think that kind of jived with me. But we're going to be doing a lot more videos with Frank.
If we can get it out of the garage, I believe it went through an entire tank of gas just sitting behind us.
No, it's fine. You will see it.
All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for joining us for the Fast Lane Truck and the Fast Lane Car and TFL Now. It's Andre and Nathan.
See you next time.
Do świdania.